What is up, guys? It's your boy Lance back at it again with a new One Punch Man the Strongest SSR rundown. Today we're gonna have a look at Kamikaze, better known as Atomic Samurai. Let's get on with it, shall we? So Atomic, Atomic, a brief introduction. He's a high damage dealing duelist and he does more exceptional damage, especially with his keepsake. He complements Golden Ball well in a burst shatter comp, setting up for more targets to be hit with Golden Ball's extra damage passive. His keepsake can be obtained for free technically, so you can actually gain his keepsake through the 7-day initial Hero X Monster Rush, when you need to reach cycle 2 level 26, and then you'll be able to obtain his keepsake technically for free. But you have to spend quite a bit of diamonds on stamina to actually get there, so that's why I use free as a loose term. He's decent for PvP in the early phase, kind of drops down out of relevance once Zombie Man metas begins, and he's good for PvP, especially concerning his follow-up. So regarding his follow-up actually hits quite hard for a passive, but and it can hit harder. It's just that you're not recommended to do so, and I'll explain later why. So the cons: he's outclassed by Golden Ball in every way. Let's say you only have one slot for Duelist. Let's say you want to maintain a strong damage dealer, or you need an essential tank and you don't have the extra spot. Definitely you would choose, and definitely I would recommend Golden Ball, because he does just as much damage as Atomic plus extra damage through his passive, so it's quite ridiculous. So in every way, Golden Ball actually outclasses Atomic Samurai. He's also considered one of the strongest characters in the initial phase of the game, but he has a steep drop, especially without his keepsake. With his keepsake, he might be able to maintain relevance till Zombie Man meta. Without it, he'll probably die halfway. And then he also claims an extra slot in the lineup, which, as mentioned before, if you don't have a free slot in your lineup, it's best recommended to swap Atomic out for other characters. He does his job well, but other people do his job better. That's why there are better options available in the lineup. Moving on, the abilities breakdown. So first we have his passive called Master Swordsman. So he follows up triggers when a duelist ally attacks, and the follow-up value is 80% of his basic attack damage, and it can trigger 3 times per round. So this is what it looks like. So Golden Ball ults, and then Atomic immediately follows up. So his extreme passive, the mechanic stays the same except for the follow-up value being 130%, matching with his current basic attack value. So in my opinion, it's not good to pursue the extreme passive just because that his relevance drops very fast. There are better options out there as stated before, so just keep your purple star materials for somebody else, such as Garo if you want to 5 purple star him. There are better investments into the material cost rather than putting it into Atomic Samurai. And then his basic attack, Obsessive Cleave. He hits a single target for 130% damage. And this is what it looks like. Bonk. And that's it. It's called a basic attack for a reason, guys. And then this is Atomic Samurai's main point of attraction, his ultimate, Atomiku Zan. But if you want to Atomic Katam, by all means. So Atomic Slash. He attacks 6 enemies, dealing 100% attack. He has a 50% chance to shatter for 2 rounds, and the shattered enemies take 30% more damage. So this is what the base ultimate looks like. Pretty sick. And then now comes his Ultra Ultimate. Man, it looks sick. So he attacks 6 enemies again, dealing a 25% increase of attack. The shatter chance remains constant and the shatter enemy's damage taken remains constant. But just look at this aesthetic. Look at it. Boom, 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 boom. Man, that is one of the most beautiful Ultra Ultimates out there. But usability wise, it's do you really want to get a keepsake just because it looks nice? If you do, then by all means, Atomic's one of the best. If you don't, then you know what to do, skip it. So, material expense. For limit break, you're not recommended to limit break past 4. This is my Atomic, so I kept it at 4 stars. This cost is 85 shards and 133 badges in total. And you will eventually reverse him for a better Duelist. I had enough materials for my zombie man, so I didn't really need to reverse him, so I'm just keeping him around for aesthetic purposes. And then for Awakening, 1 to 2 star is more than enough, because you should be investing into Golden Ball rather than Atomic. Although his keepsake is available immediately, you are not recommended to 5 purple star him just because in my opinion, the sheer value of the purple star cost versus the benefits you're getting from Atomic is not really worth it. And then here's some additional information. For gears, you have Swordsman, so you're recommended to have 2 attack and 2 attack speed. Unfortunately, I do not have these gears ready for Atomic because I've already shuffled them to other characters. So this is what you can get. I never had 2 attack and 2 attack speed, but this is the ideal set. And then you can also have 2 attack and 2 attack speed Night Gear. Night Gear is basically an upgraded version of the Swordsman set. So naturally you'll be wanting that. And then his talent is True Strike 2. So when enemies are above 80% health, he deals an additional bonus extra damage to all enemies. That's why you want him to go speed 1, because you guarantee True Strike 2 to activate. Vestigials, you can never go wrong with Sharp Sword for damage dealer. You can also go Vitality, you can go Ultimate Reduction, but I think going Ultimate Reduction is better so that he survives any other OTK comps. Because I think Vitality won't help much because his health pool is still generally low even with the Vitality Sigil. So buff gears, you should strive for 3 attack. If possible, you can get the speed augmentations. If not, I mean the speed bonus stats, not augmentation, my bad. And yeah, if you're lucky enough to get all orange sets, definitely put that on him. But like, we're in the stage of the game where Atomic relevancy is questionable, so you shouldn't even be considering putting buff gears onto him, in my opinion. So now let's go to the main reason why we're having this chat. His major issues and his drawbacks. So his meta duration is short. This is tried and tested in C, in CN, in Japan, in Taiwan, wherever it is. Atomic doesn't survive the meta. There are better duelists coming out. Golden Ball, Zombie Man, Flashy Flash, Magic Man. There are just so many other options that provide way better value to the team. So why would you want to risk having an SSR which will take up material cost and take up an extreme training slot? Also, his Ultra Ult is necessary, 100%. Without a doubt, his Ultra Ult is the reason why he can survive that long in the meta. And he has to compete with Golden Ball in terms of being the best duelist. Golden Ball has an extra damage passive, Atomic has a follow-up passive. But the follow-up passive requires other duelists to be in the team. And sometimes you do not have that slot available, you only have slot for 1 duelist. So Golden Ball actually outguns him way more. And then he will eventually be replaced by Zombie Man. Like, let's say you're investing into Golden Balls until 7 star. Once you get Zombie Man, you immediately need more resources. So who better to reverse than Atomic Samurai? Because he's just filling up a slot anyway, in case that you need someone to follow up in your team. And then to be good, like, he must be 5-star immediately. Like, the moment you get him, he 5-star, he will be very, very strong for a very, very long time. Unless these conditions are not actually settled, Atomic will never be a good character. That's all from me, guys. It's a short video this time. I hope that this information provided to you is useful. Till we meet again, peace.